Welcome back to the class. Next class we're having right now is the pivot table class. This is an essential and very important data analysis tools you can never play with, you can never toy with. Right? It helps you to do a lot of work that will be so stressful and so time consuming using other data analysis tools such as the one we just finished now, the subtotal and the rest of them, right? But it's very fast, very easy, very flexible, doesn't require any prior knowledge of Excel. All you just need to do is to follow the procedure that's involved in preparing the pivot table. Pivot table is one of Excel major do I call it data analysis tool. If you want to really crush data, squeeze the best out of data, you should quickly consider, at this level, you quickly consider pivot table. Then look at the data that we're having before us. The volume of, though is not too much, control down arrow, we have 910 data before us, right? All with figures of revenue, of cost, of quantity, and the rest of them. And these are figures from different, from a department of products, sales people that are involved, the dates that are also daily sales that are made. We want to analyze this data in a way that we will be able to get the best out of this data, right? We will be able to get the best out of the data. So how do we go about it? Pivot table is the way out. The pivot table is the way that can give us the summary of how much sales we made, right? How much revenue we made per location, right? Per customer, per item, and even from salespeople, right? And we can also group the result per month, per quarter, and per year, and the rest of them. Pivot table is so fantastic and it's so great, right? So let's quickly jump start into the work of pivot table so that we can start going. Now, to pivot, how do we go about it? Just place your cursor anywhere inside the data. Once again, place your cursor anywhere inside the data, right? You go to your pivot table is an object, just as the one I taught earlier. Table is an object. So when we want to enter in the table, we did Control T. Pivot table also have its own shortcut, but I will not take you through that right now. To get your pivot table, you go to your Insert tab, right? By your left hand side, the extreme left, you see the pivot table icon there. Click on the pivot table icon. It brings you down with the pivot table dialog box, which is this, asking you your range of data is already selected. This is my data, right? They are fully selected, right? Then where do I want to insert this pivot table? I want a new sheet. We can equally insert it here, right? By choosing existing worksheet. Where is location? I can insert it here and do my pivot table here. But that is not what I want to do right now, because this data is large enough. I need a new sheet for it, so I'm going for a new sheet, right? So you can do it also here, do an analysis here, but I want to do so much analysis that this sheet will be too small, right, to be able to accommodate the data and then the pivot table. So I decided to choose the new sheet. Is that understood? So we'll just say okay. Now this is the pivot table, right? This is your pivot table. Once you click on this, you see the pivot. These are the pivot table field. One thing I fail to tell you right now is that for you to be able to have a very good report in the pivot table, right, you need to have a good field, right? A good a good header, good heading, so that without this heading you can't have proper pivot table result. Most people do not have a good heading, and they try to create reports via pivot table. It's quite impossible. You may not be able to have the desired result you are looking for when you don't have headings, because this heading, they are the one that forms the fields that we're going to use to generate the reports, right? Let me name this our sheet, the pivot table sheet, as our pivot table. Fine. Now, if you read for the pivot table illustration, you said to build a report, choose field from the pivot table field list. Choose field. choose fields, choose fields. I told you the fields are the heading. Look at them, look at the heading. They are the same thing. Salespeople, stock item. Let me take you back here. Salespeople, stock item. So if you do not have the heading, these fields will not be appearing here, and hence you won't be able to prepare the results that the report that you're looking for. Now let's look at this. We want to look for we want to find out how much sales we made from the location, each location. So if you want to do that, first and foremost, let me explain the field area. This is the field areas. These are the field area. This is filter, where you place, visual. We want to place, we want to restrict the viewing of some data in your report. You place such heading here, right? Column. If you want your report to be placed columnar, that is A, B, C, D, this way. So supposing you want the customer A, customer B, customer C, placed on the column and their figures on the row, fine. You drop the customer right here. You can see it, right? BBC. So that is it, right? But that's not what I want to do. If you want them on the on the rows this way, you pick them and drop it on the row. You can see this is it. So whichever is profitable for you, you do. Just look for the best presentation ever that you wanted. Now let's pick the location. I'm picking the location. I'm dropping it in the row. Whatever this value, the value is meant for the data you intend to, the figures you want to analyze, the figures you intend to analyze, right? The figures you want to analyze. It could also be where descriptions. Those on, you can only count those descriptions, right? Let's go ahead. So right now we're looking at revenue. So you drop revenue here. So this is the revenue that we made from each of the location, from the northeast, the south, the northwest, the southeast, and the southwest. This is the income we made from the location. So the income we made from the location, right? This is a simple one, right? So for now, these figures are not well formatted. Are you following me? You right click on the figures, you click on format number, right click on format number, right click on the figure and click on what? Format number. We need accounting. We do not need decimal at this point. We are removing the symbols out of it also, right, to give us this. Now this is simple. This is the result of what has happened in location. Right now the label, this is showing row label, it's not showing location. Fine, we can change this stuff to show location. Go to, this is pivot table. It has its own tools. You can pivot table tools, pivot table tools. Click on design. On design, you see report layouts. You will see what? Report layout. Open the report layout. Click on outline, right? Once you click on outline, it shows the look. You can see that right now. It shows you the location. This is location, right? This is location. So this is how you change the look. You can see. So we have quickly summarized the total revenue made in each of the location. Now if you also want to look at revenue made per customer, from each customer, from each, we can also do that. What you just need to do is to select this old data, this old pivot table, select it, right, and then Control C to copy it. We'll drop in the first one here. This is the first report. Control V. The next report here will be here. Control V. The next report will be here. Control V. Let's stop at this one first, right? Press your escape key, right? So the next report we want to create right now, though it's showing us these. We don't want location this time around. We want stock items, right? Let us see the how much we made from each of the stock items. So I'm picking this. These are the stock items that we sold. This is how much we made from each. Fantastic. No stressless, hassleless report, right? This is it. If you want to count the stock, how many stock you make, how many stock you the number of stocks sold, you come here, you change it again to stock again. But then in this context, it's no longer revenue. You uncheck revenue, right? You check number of item. Look at it. Fine. This is it. This is the number of items that we sold for each of the items. So this is the revenue from the item. This is the number of items that we sold. Let me right click, format the numbers again, accounting, no decimals, right? And then you do not have any symbols to show. So this is it. These are the number of items that we sold. It is fantastic. So you can do a lot of analysis there, right? Without any stress. Right, number of mileage for vehicles if you have one, right? Number of diesel or amount of diesel consumed by this. All this, once you have the data here, you have the data already arranged there, your pivot table will do a good report for you the way you are seeing it on the screen right now, right? So we have done for stock item, the number of stock item, revenue for stock item. You can even do costs. Can even do cost, right? How about if you also want to find out how much we made from the sales people? The same thing. You uncheck the location and pick and check what? Check sales guys. These are the sales guys. These are the sales guys. How much did we make from them? These are the sales guys. How much did you make from them? So these are individual sales people. How much they made, throughout the year, right? How much they made throughout the year, right? So that is how it is. We can combine two things together. Let me copy this again, right? Control C. I'm bringing it down here. Control V, right? I hope I will scroll down for you to be able to see this. Scrolling down for you to see this. Escape, right? Okay. Should I want to know location and then the item that was sold? I want the item here, I want the location here. So therefore I could go, or rather I want the item here and location here. Let me uncheck this first, right? I pick stock item, I drop on the roll, and I pick location. Where's my location? My location, and drop on the column. This is it. This is how much we made from each of this is the stock items, how much we made from each of the location based on fantastic report without any stress, right? If you want to determine how much we made, monthly and other per year, let me pick on that report again. This is fantastic. Control C, right? Coming here again, Control V, right? I want to find out how much we made from each from each month. So it is this month, I don't need this again. Since this month I don't need this, I will check this location again. I will pick dates. See, wow, the date is so long, so big, so long. Wow, it's not a problem, right? We can collapse the date to month, to quarters, and to years. What do? Just put a cursor on the date, right click on it, and click on group, right? Put your cursor on the date, right click on group. This is month. If you want quarter, you pick quarter. Also, if you want years, you pick years, right? Right now I just want only months and years, right? It will now break the data into months and year. Look at it. Check out. This is it. Powerful report. Yeah, 2014. Look at it. Look at it. You have all the sales made per month. 2015, all the sales made per month. 2016, and co. 2 years comparative. You can see it right now. This is how it works. These are powerful, good reports that no one, we deny is proof. Right now there are no totals on the, you don't have the totals here, or it's okay, fine, there's no problem. To get your totals, what do? Go to your design tab. You will see subtotals, because we have so you pick this, show subtotal at the bottom, no, at the top. Fine, you can see them now. You can see it showing you the subtotal. So this is how good pivot table is. Pivot table is so lovely. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. It's so lovely. You can see the report that just in the split of seconds, see the report that we have generated from this data. Powerful report from this same data, right? This is how good pivot table could be to help you do your data analysis. Then let's bring in chart, right? for this data. So you go to analyze tab, right? I want to bring in this chart. I need this chart. I need the cluster column chart, right, to analyze my months. So this is the chart for this data, right? Just shrink it up there, right? Shrink it a little bit down, right, and drop it here. You can see this shows you a very clear one, right? I'm removing this. I want to remove this also. Delete that one out, right? Right, this is what? This is location analysis, right? Location revenue analysis. So that is it. You can do that for, you know, for stock item also, and put charts everywhere to illustrate this. Let's go and bring pie chart for this. Analyze again. This time around is pie. I'm picking 3D pie. I'm dropping it here, and this is my 3D pie, right? I just shrink my 3D pie there to fit in, right? I don't want the kind of a pie chart. I can go to my design, right? In the design, I will change the layout so that I can have the percentage shown in the layout, right? The space is quite small, right? Not so should be giving you what you want. The space is small. The space is very small, right? Right. Okay, fine. So we have this, right? You can see clean, neat analysis, clean and neat analysis that no one can dispute. Just shrink it back, right? Take it back to where it's supposed to be. So this is how you can present your data, right? In using pivot table. Pivot table is so vital. It's a must learn for every professional, right? It's a must learn for every professional. You can see, right? I can also present this in a chart, right? I can also present this one in the chart. Column chart will fit it. Analyze and go to chart, right? I need a column chart. You can see the column chart. I can even pick a cluster column chart that will easily analyze this thing without giving. You can even use this, right? You can use your stack. You can use your stack. The stack will also do a very good job there. The stack will also do a very fantastic job there, right? The stack will do a very good job there. So along with, let me scroll down so you can see what I've done. You can see, right, South S. So you can see the IS in this sales is, we made so much of this sales from Southwest, right? Southwest even dominated, and Southwest to dominate, followed by this is clear analysis, neat analysis for each of them. I hope you get this thing clearly, right? Apart from that one, you can also do something. You say, fine, this is a good report, I love this, but then can I see a breakdown of what has happened? That is what we call drill down, right? You can double click on this. Once you double click on this figure, this is the breakdown of that figure, right? This is a breakdown of Southeast. You can come here and call it Southeast, right? Southeast, right? So you can break down if you want details of this, you just click on the figure and then you have that. So this is how, you know, you do your pivot table. It is just so lovely, so great a tool to be used by professionals. I hope you enjoyed this class. If there are questions, please you're free to call me, and then we'll be able to answer you and answer your questions. Thank you very much. See you in the next class.